Hi guys, Michael from Bullion Now, bullionnow.com.au. As you can see by the background here and the fact that I'm not in our uniform, that I'm obviously not in the office. I'm just taking some time out. It's still early in the new year and we haven't gone back yet. We go back on Monday the 6th of January. The office will be open again. The reason I'm doing this video though is some inquiries that we've been receiving while we've been away, both on the phone and via email, and it was actually some inquiries that we got even before we shut the shop for the year a couple of weeks ago. And that is what's going to happen in this Christmas New Year break. And we've seen now what's happened. The price has actually ticked up a little bit. It's not been huge, but it's certainly a significant amount. And then what that means in the longer term. Now, as I said prior to Christmas, as I'm saying now, you have to be very careful with price movements at this time of year. As you can imagine, particularly in Western culture, so both in a country like Australia, up through Europe, into America, places like that, you see a lot of people take time off at this time of year, even if it's only for a few days to a week or so. So a lot of people are away from their desks. A lot of the major traders around the world are closed for this break. A lot of people are taking the time out to focus on family or other things. And what it means is the volumes that go through the trading desks at this time of year is much, much lower than normal. So what can happen is any form of order, any small order that goes through, any order of a size that normally wouldn't move a market can have a very, very large impact on the price movement. And we've seen that over the last few days before Christmas till kind of now in the new year, where we've actually seen that uptick in price. The gold price and the silver price have both jumped, not a huge amount, but enough to actually get people to start talking about, is this a larger price movement? And I want you to put it into perspective. Now, I need to be very clear here. I'm not making predictions on price. I'm just highlighting what goes on every year, year after year at this time of year. We either see a tick down, a decent tick down, or we see that decent tick up. And it doesn't stay long-term as a rule, because what's happened is, like as I said before, the volumes drop down. Somebody's come in with an order that's, it's not small, but it's not particularly big, and normally would have no impact on the market. It's actually taken all the available, in this case, all the available sell volume has been sucked out of the market by just one or two or three small to medium orders, and it's driven that price up. And what we tend to see happen from here, and again, I need to be clear, I'm not predicting a price, I'm just going by what's happened in previous years, is that come the middle of the month, so probably the week of the 13th of the month of January, we actually see all the traders start coming back on deck, and they all start going, hang on a sec, why is the price up where it is? And usually they correct it. They start bringing volume back into the market, and the price corrects back down to about where it was, say a month ago, middle of December, early December. We actually see it start to correct back to that. So what I'm leading to is don't panic buy, don't panic sell. If you want to trade, maybe, and again, subject to your own due diligence, maybe this is a time to offload a small portion of your stack to possibly buy it back again towards the end of the month. Maybe. I know a lot of people watching this channel are going to freak out with what I've just said and said, no, you stack for the long term, you don't worry about small price movements, and that is absolutely 100% a legitimate statement, okay? And I'm not disagreeing with that. But what I am trying to say is take a deep breath. Yes, this may be part of a longer term upwards movement, and we may not see the prices at this low level again, but I suspect, like pretty much every other year that I've gone through, around this time of year, we see either a tick up or a tick down of a decent amount, and then it settles again come mid to late January. We see the price start to settle down again. So my suggestion is, if you're looking to buy, take a deep breath. If you want, lock in a small amount of your buy just as an insurance policy, but just take a deep breath and pause till about the middle of the month and just see what happens when the traders start coming back. And if you're looking at selling, then maybe now's a good time to take an insurance policy out, sell a little bit of it, and then have a look what's starting to happen at the middle of the month, whether it's starting to tick up further or whether it's starting to ease back down. But the big thing is, don't panic. I suspect, my personal opinion, we're going to see it come back down to those kind of early to mid December prices again fairly soon. Anyway, that's all for now. Hope you're having a great holiday, that you've had a really good Christmas and a great New Year. Just a special reach out in Australia to basically every state of Australia that's suffering from bushfires at the moment. A lot of you will know that I live in rural Victoria. This is one of the few years where we haven't been heavily impacted by bushfires, so my heart definitely goes out to those that are being impacted by it. And just really stay safe and look after each other out there, because bushfire season is just horrific in this country. So anyway, that's it from me. I'll see you back in the office in a week or so's time. Thanks, everyone.